Yeah. Knew that was coming. Damn it. What? Bro! What happened there? Come on. Ah, damn it, bro! Oh, I rolled! Bullshit, man. Alright, you know what time it is. Time for the Old Iron King DLC. As normal, I'm going to try and get through this quickly. I'd like to get through this in a couple hours. If I get stuck on a boss or two, then who knows what could happen. Got some tough things to deal with in this area. The Fume Knight, of course, the Blue Smelter Demon, and the run back to the Blue Smelter Demon, which is personally one of my least favorite in Dark Souls 1 and 2. We have the whole Sir Alonne boss fight, and the run back for that is not too bad. And the run back for the Blue Smelter Demon can also be not too bad, but here we go. Everything leading up to that, oh, there's that one invader. You guys know who I'm talking about. That's what I saved my Seed of the Tree of Giants for, so I will be using that on him. Oh, speak of the devil. Immediately invaded by this guy. Guess we'll go ahead and deal with this. It was not what I was expecting to start this, but here we go. And I've been playing God of War 2018 recently, so I am probably going to make a lot of dumb mistakes here. I would really like to just run away from this, but I can't. I have to fight this guy or die. You know, if I die here, I won't feel that bad about it because the fire is right there, and I don't like fighting this guy. But we'll do our best. Don't even have my buffs going, so that's no fun. If I go too far back here, that thing I put the smelter wedge in is going to get me. This is all kinds of bad. This is bad omens for this whole playthrough right now, but do the best we can, brother. Come on, get out of there! Ouch. No, let me heal, please. Damn, bro. Rapier's great, but when it misses, it really misses. Don't like that move. Ouch! Oh no, get away from that. Okay, almost got him. Alright. So there you go. That's how we're going to start this one off. So, to start things off here, I completely skipped this. Because you need to, long story short, you need to save this one for the very last thing you do in the entire DLC. At least the way that I play it. So, don't even worry about going here. Just drop straight down this way. Alright, let's start making tracks without dying. Well, I missed that item, but that's alright. I'll get it. I'll get it some other time, I guess. Did not mean to jump off there like that. Alright, let's see what kind of damage I'm going to do against these fools. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'll take it. Very good. Okay, this could be a good day. This could be good. Oh, there it was again. Pressing circle to pick up stuff like it's God of War. Okay, good, good, good. Alright, let's go ahead and do our buffs. Try to get back in the rhythm of things. Man, my armor is not doing much against these guys. So much for having great defense. Alright. Let's get out of here. Let's run back up here, do a little bit of heals. You know what? I might even just go back to that fire because I forgot to replenish my Estus flasks after that invader fight, so that's no fun. See if I can one-shot him with a backstab. Yeah! I'll take it. Ah, dang it. Okay, what's sprint? Hold circle is sprint. That's nice. I'll have to keep trying to remember to backstab them as they come up like that, since I can one-shot them with my rapier. Okay, any more bad guys? Nope. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna feather back real quick. I want to replenish my flasks, because I think I got a couple tricky sections coming up here. And I can pick up that item I missed. Oh, did I do it? No, I didn't do it. Damn it, I'm an idiot. I forget that when you feather back, you have to actually sit at the bonfire in order to replenish everything. Whoops. Okay. Yes, I would like to rest. Oops. Man, controls are gonna take me a second. It's a good case right there for not, you know, mixing your games up, is you wind up pressing the wrong buttons, especially with a game like Dark Souls that's so punishing for missing a button press. But so is God of War for that matter. But yeah, I should maybe not separate them like that. Or I should separate them, I mean. Alright, I'm running past all this. I don't think these guys can follow me down here, so no big deal. Oops. And if they can, well, that's going to be real bad. But we'll just hope. Yeah, we're good. Scythe +7! One of the cool things they did in these DLCs is introduced some weapons that already had some upgrades, like Scythe +7. Which means all you would need to do is put in some chunks and a slab in order to get it up to +10. So I kind of like that they did that. I think that was really good, like, you know, forethought, right? To think, like, why don't we give the players some weapons that are already a little upgraded so we can get them to maybe try and use some different weapons and get more out of the game. I like that they did that. Titanite slab, useless to me, but obviously a good item. And in general, the DLCs seem to have some pretty decent items going on. Alright, here's first area that is, you know, just it's a pain, bud. Alright, so I think I'm going to get out some Great Lightning Spears and try and take out one of these guys and then head back up the ladder. So, give that a shot. Now, if you're careful, you can kind of just... I think as soon as I move around this ladder... Yeah, see, there he is. And, yeah, that hurt. Let's see if I can get him here. Yeah, I can. Now, at this point, nothing else has been triggered, so that's nice. I don't worry about that room right there. I worry about taking out that... I don't know what you call this. I just call it the thing you put the smelter wedge in. So whatever it's called, I worry about taking out that first. So let's do one of these. Let's get my buffs going. Okay. And I'm just gonna run straight up. Oh shoot, I missed it. Okay, there we go, good. Now you have iframes while you're doing this, so use that to your advantage. Maybe I can backstab this guy. Nah, I can't. Whoa, that was delayed. Weird. Okay, so that went pretty good, all things considered. That was not great. That was good. Don't forget to grab these. Every time you use a smelter wedge, you need to grab the item it leaves behind. I can probably sneak up on this homie right here. Not that I need to, but, you know, it's always kind of fun to... little stabby doodle. There we go. Anything else? I hear something. Where is it? I don't know. Alright, and no items here. Nothing else to grab. So we can head back this way and take out these two fizzles. I'm gonna pull him out, because there's another one that spawns in there. And since I got so much room, I'm just gonna take him out with a couple of... well, I was going to. See if I can backstab you. Yep. I'll take it. Clearly the strat against these guys coming out of the ground is just try to get that backstab on them. Hopefully you've got enough damage and everything going on that you can one-shot them like I am. Alright, that's it. This room's done. Come down here. I don't know if people know that, but when you destroy these little snowmen, I call them, they're actually more like ash. I mean, they are ash. It's not snow at all. But they look like little snowmen. They drop items, so that's kind of nice. Ah, darn. I missed the backstab, but didn't matter. Three-shotting him regularly, that's really nice. I know I'm going to have trouble with that Blue Smelter Demon because this rapier, it's not great against armor. Thankfully, I'm pretty experienced fighting that Blue Smelter Demon, so hopefully I can one-try it. The run back is a whole other situation. I mean, I can usually just run past everything in that area, and I'll show you when I get there, but we could have some problems. This might be a two-parter. I don't know. Just depends how the bosses go. Right. I like to just jump through any of those pots of water whenever I can. It gives you a lot of fire resistance. Oops. X to open. This is not God of War. You are not Kratos. Oh, and this area, you want to have a bow and some fire arrows. Just for utility, for a couple utilitarian things. So let me get out my black bow. Hunter's black bow. Doesn't matter if you are, you know, efficient at using it or not. You just need to blow these guys up. So take this out. Walk-a-boom. Any of these types of looking barrels you can take out with fire arrows. I'm sure everyone already kind of knows that. And my headphones are really loud. Turn it down. I like to have it at a nice safe volume. I like to keep my ears healthy into my later years if possible. And I'm a musician, so I've already probably done a decent amount of damage. Okay, right here. I don't like these guys. I don't like these guys with the great... I think these are great Alonne bows, I'm not sure. But they are definitely a pain in my butt in this DLC. Alright, more of these. Alright, I'm back to... I think I'm gonna use some buffs before I go down here. Getting close-ish to a bonfire. At which point, once I'm kind of within range, I'll be running past a lot of these guys straight to it. Which also means I can just kind of chuck these. Ah! Whoa! Oh, I didn't roll because I pressed X. God. Circle. Circle. Okay, you know what? I just need to run some laps real quick and get used to it. Circle. Circle to roll. Circle to sprint. Let me just do some laps around this ladder. Circle to sprint. Circle to roll. X to do other things, like climb. And then we're gonna roll. 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 Okay. Just had to reset my brain a little bit. I got this. Why not use one of these? And I'm gonna run in here. Not exactly past all of that yet, but I just kind of wanna just funnel these guys through here if possible. Alright, there we go. Took a little damage there, no big deal. I think there's a chest out here I missed. Is it a trap? No, I don't think so. No. Keistus! This, you know, funny thing is, I don't know if it was this build. No, it wasn't this build. It was another build. Either my Hexer or my Sorcerer I wanted to be like a fist guy. And it just didn't work out, man. I mean, maybe if I'd have really, like, looked up some strategies and really, like, you know, worked on it, I could have done it. But I think that'll be a whole other challenge run for me someday. Just, like, fists only or something. Because it was pretty tough. I got through a good decent portion of the very beginning of the game just using fists, so that was cool, I guess, but I was just like, nah, I'm just gonna go back to using a sword because this is gonna be not great, especially because my magic users like my Hexer or my Sorcerer are typically a little squishy, you know, because they use lighter armor and they're usually a little more agile. Having fists and getting up in there and, you know, mixing it up with the enemies just didn't work out, so that'll be a whole other run someday. Okay, get ready to use some buffs. I'm not as close to the fire as I thought I was. It's okay. Oh, God, I gotta do this whole room. Okay, so this is a whole other thing here. This room's tough, man. What I like to do is push these guys down here. I mean, it's clear that's what you're meant to do. I don't see enough people do it. Maybe they just, you know, didn't quite figure it out. But push them down there and blow them up. Try to destroy or do as much damage to everything down there as I can. It's over here. Okay. And right here, sure, again, a lot of people know this, but not enough people do. When you come down this ladder, right here where this room is, you've got that big guy guarding the door. This little hole in the bars here is sort of like a hint, right? So what you want to do is shoot your fire arrows at that barrel right there, which allows you to go through that door and potentially take that guy out. But that can be tricky too. Let's give it a try. What I'm going to do is as soon as I go through this door, I'm going to let him take a couple steps toward me. Because if you don't, when you hit him, whether with a melee or a ranged attack, you knock him down into the area down there. And I don't want to do that. There's already enough guys down there to deal with. I'd rather kill him up here if possible. So let him come towards you for a second. Hopefully he doesn't back right up into it. We'll see. So I got to sort of trigger him. So there we go. Yeah, that's what I wanted. So now we can get our melee back out. Maybe throw a couple lightning spears, or just one lightning spear, because he's getting a little close, little close there. Ow. Okay, took some damage, no big deal. That was strategic damage. That was planned damage. Alright, now there's only one guy down there, but there's more over here that we can drop down. So we're going to go all the way around here. There's more. We're going to go all the way around this way. These guys don't, like, they don't, I don't even know the word, resurrect, I guess. They just stay there. I'm always worried they're gonna, like, form into, you know, enemies to take down, but they don't. It's just a bunch of crap laying on the ground there. And same thing here. You want to knock them down into these little trapdoors. Or they can fall down that hole with the ladder in it right there, too. Either way, just get them down. Try not to fall down there yourself. They're a little bit unruly. I've heard some people say to lock onto them, and that helps. I don't think it actually does help. It just kind of helps you stay squared up with them. So, if you hear somebody say that locking on makes them move faster, I don't believe that's true. It just kind of helps you stay squared up with them, which is good. I mean, so it does help, just not in the way that some people are trying to say it does. Okay, now that he's right over there, while he's next to that guy, see if I can get an arrow off. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, I did big damage to big guy over here, and I killed one of him. That makes me very happy. That makes me very happy. Okay, that's great. If I could just get one more. You know what? Here's what we can do. So, going down this ladder sort of triggers everything in this room. So if you can't quite get them, like it's hard to line these guys up and shoot the barrels, then just go down the ladder and come back up real quick. Just like that. And that'll get everything sort of triggered and going. Looks like, I don't know how, but looks like that guy got taken care of. So that's really good. If you can take care of that big guy there before going all the way down into this room, then you're already sitting pretty good there. Now, there's another guy with a barrel I can shoot. Yeah, he's close by, but I can't quite get him. Maybe I can. Here, real quick. Nah, dang it. Nah, he's too far away now. Alright, he's coming back. At some point, it becomes not really worth it to just sit here and wait for him, because it's just going to take too long. So if you have a good ranged weapon, you can try and, like, cheese him a little bit, or if you got, like me, a nice ranged spot. Ooh. Okay, he's pretty close. I'm gonna go for it. I don't think it did anything. Dang it. That's alright. Now he's kind of lined up there. Alright, good. Now, at this point, I think I've pretty much exhausted all of those options, and I'm just gonna drop down there. But as you can see... Ooh, shoot. I don't want to get shot by that arrow. Mega helpful to take out some of those guys first. Now, I believe if you do this, it like weakens the guys in here or something. Because my lightning spear was not doing nearly as much damage as it normally would there. Yeah, see, now it's doing like double, so... Damn, bro. Timing is all off. Don't forget to pick up that thing. And that's that room. Whenever I can do those rooms with these... You know, these rooms with these little smelter wedge things without dying, that makes me happy, because they certainly took me quite a few tries the first time I played this game, or this DLC. Okay, moving on. Do a little bit of buff action. This part can also be tricky. Everything's tricky. I keep saying that, like the rest of the game isn't. I mean, the whole game is tricky. Part of it is just knowing the trick, right? Just knowing what to do. Takes me 5 stabs to take those guys out. That's not great. Inventory full on human effigies. Well, I mean, might as well leave it there. I don't think I'll be coming back for it, but who knows. Now, around this corner, these guys do... these guys do come to life. So what I like to do is try to get that to happen. Or at least, like, I don't know, see if I can pull one of these enemies over here. Yeah, see, there it goes. That's okay. It's kind of what I wanted. And then I can sort of choose from around this ash pile here. I don't know what hit me there. What the hell? And, you know, just kind of like the rest of the game, just see if you can isolate enemies. You know, what you don't... Okay, please fall... Aw, dang it. What was that? He, like, shimmy-shammed on the ledge there like he was grinding a rail or some shit. I really wish he just would have fell off, but whatever. I'm out of Great Lightning Spears. That's okay. Okay, that's not okay. Pressed X to try to roll again. Alright, let's do this. Do this. I'm almost to the fire, so I'm not gonna... You know what? What am I talking about? I got 35 of these bitches. I just need to use them. I just need to use them, alright? Just use them. Use them or lose them. Oh, I didn't heal. I'm dumb. Alright, I don't want to fight lightning projectiles and this guy at the same time. So again, I'm going to come back here. And once I get here, yeah, it's a whole other problem. See if I can just take one of these guys out. He gets behind you, and watch out for that backstab. Okay, same thing here. I'm gonna hit him 2 or 3 times. Oh, not even. Just got right behind me that time. Oh! Please fall off the edge. Yeah, a little taste of your own medicine, bitch. Yeah! Nice. Okay, more effigy. Alright, here's the fire I was talking about earlier. I'm just running straight to that. Don't care about this dude. Oh. And he will not follow you all the way over here, so. Alright, first big kind of checkpoint here, getting to this bonfire. Next is the, I'm gonna call it the silo or the column of bullshit, which is this invader who has this Grand Lance. I mean, honestly, one of my favorite weapons in the game. Maybe it's not a Grand Lance, it's some kind of lance, but... and before I forget, let me grab this item over here. But, there's a real easy way to take him out, and I think this will make a nice short video. Because for some reason, I just didn't think about doing it, even though I knew what the Seed of a Tree of Giant does. I just didn't think about using it, so... Ah, get my headphones adjusted. Alright, so we're gonna go back through here. I can go ahead and use my buffs now. Good chance I'm gonna die. Ooh, you know what? Because there's a good chance I've got a suicide run in my very near future. What do I need? 203, so I need 100. Okay, well, I potentially could lose 100k in souls right now. It is what it is. Getting a few more levels on this build this late in the run, I'm not that worried about it. Let's go ahead and finish my buffs here. Obviously, I can... Oh, I'm gonna say backstab that guy, but didn't work out. Oh well. Okay, now I am going to go that way with those two guys, but I'm just going to run past them for now. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me do this first. Maybe I don't think I can get 100k. Yeah, no, I'm going to run past them for now. And I'm just going to go straight here. And I don't think they'll follow me all the way across this chain. Now, it's not a bad idea. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Let me just explain this now. So when you get here, is somebody seriously shooting at me? Bro, that's so dumb. Okay, as I was saying, going towards this area, go ahead, you don't have to hotkey it, but I go ahead and just get this out, put it in my, I say hotkey like I'm playing on a PC, but you guys know what I mean. And the idea here is to do enough damage that we get this invader, or the spirit, whatever you want to call him, to run down these stairs, down this little column of doom here. And this is a place where you very well may die, so if I were you, I would try to use any souls you have. But that's the idea. So you come around this corner, here he is, Captain Asshole himself. God, I hate this dude so much. And you just try to do as much damage as you can. Oh, son of a gun. Come on, come on, come on. Ah! I was trying to go to a lightning spear there. Damn it. His tracking is insane, bro. His tracking is so insane. Alright, now, I think if you start to run back this chain, he'll just go down there. But once he does, once he runs down there like that, use a seed of a tree of giants. And just wait. What this causes is to happen is any enemies in the area will start attacking any invaders in the area. So since I used that, hopefully, if everything goes right, all the enemies are now down there attacking him, and they're going to take him out for me. I can see him fighting. He's trying to run away. Don't run up here, bro. I need you to stay down there. But you can see him fighting him. I don't know how long it lasts. Usually it takes him out right away, so I might have to use my second one, but... They're still fighting him. Oh, no, they're not. Alright, he's coming back up here. That doesn't normally happen. Oh, there he goes. Haha, bitch fell off. And that's it. So, that didn't go at all as planned. Normally what happens is you use that seed of a tree of giants, and then like 10 seconds later, he's dead. What happened for me is he started running back up the stairs, so I was going to use my second seed of a tree of giant, but I didn't have to because dumbass fell off, so maybe this isn't going to make a great short video because it really didn't work at all as I planned, but he's dead, and that's all that matters. From this point, and here's where the suicide run part kind of comes in. From this point, you don't really want to mess with any of these guys. You just want to run past them. I very well may die here. Sort of a planned suicide run. I don't want to lose 100k, but at this point in the game, it really isn't that big of a deal. So just get past everything. Get over here. You'll probably get cursed. But just use this smelter wedge. And if you can, try and run back up the stairs. Hey, I made it out. That doesn't always happen. So now, the reason I'm running back up the stairs is because I want these guys to kind of follow me up here so I can take them out sort of one by one instead of being surrounded down there. And I can do a little heal. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I don't really want all three of you like this, though. Damn, bro. I didn't know that all of them would come up here like that. The invader's dead. That's all that matters. If I die here, it's no big deal at all. Fucking asshole. God damn it. I hate those guys, dude. They're so cheap. Their arrows hit mega hard. Fuck that, man. I would ignore them if I could, but they're going to catch up to me eventually, so I have to do that. I got to take them out now. Watch out for that move. All right, not too bad. We're doing good. I usually die there, so this is good. Despite my whining, it's pretty good. I'm glad I did not die there. Grab this item. Alonne Great Bow +5. That's pretty cool. I won't be using it, but there it is. And make sure you come back to pick this item up. If you ran away like I did, don't forget to come back and get that. I should take him out. Now, as soon as... You don't even have to touch anything, I don't believe. As soon as you come over here... Yeah, you have a couple of these guys spawn, so... Maybe I can backstab him here. Yes. I don't think that's going to kill him, but that's alright. Start chucking these while they're kind of grouped up there, because it'll do a little bit of damage, AoE damage. These guys don't have shields. Honestly, the best thing I can hope for as I'm coming up here is that they jump off the edge and take some fall damage. So, just kind of keep kiting them up and maybe they'll do something stupid like that. They don't have shields, so any ranged weapons are a great option right here. Alright, see what we got. A couple pillstones. And... Majestic Greatsword. And that's it. I usually die there, so... Again, like I said, I'm really happy to have not died there, even if it was kind of sloppy. That's alright. All that matters is that we win. Man, I keep having to adjust my headphones. Oh, and don't forget to grab this chest right here. Alright, now that that is done, we'll take care of this little plateau area over here that I missed before. I think this is like decent amount of souls, this guy right here. Oh, nope. Not even close. Raw stone. I mean, that's, you know, that's good. I could sell it for some souls. Okay, now I clearly don't want to fight two of these guys at the same time. Maybe I can backstab this guy here. Come on. Oh, didn't get the backstab, but killed him easy enough. Oh, where'd you come from? Up there? Shoot, back's against the wall right now. Don't want that. Okay. I think a couple more pop up around here somewhere. Yeah, there he is. But if you time it right, you can run around him real quick, get that backstab. And then just take out all the snowmen, as I call them. Ashmen, I guess is more like what they are. There's another item. And that guy up there doesn't really mess with you, which is nice, because that would be a huge pain in the dick. Oh, I missed an item! Oh, no, I didn't. That's a human effigy. I couldn't pick it up. That's right. Okay, and we're done with that. What is next? What is next? Not here. Not here. Sit at this fire real quick. I think this is next. Yeah. Alright, so in here we've got a couple hidden areas to find, which is kind of fun. Things I definitely did not know about when I first played through this. Alright, so first things first, hit this guy. Get that moving. That blows all them up. Oh, didn't blow him up. That's alright. Did that take him down? Yeah, it did. Nice. There was that lightning thrower looking enemy there. I usually don't pull this because I don't want these guys with the barrels to come this way. So if you're going to try and find the couple of hidden chests that are in this area, you don't want to pull this one yet. So leave that be for a sec. Use one of these human effigies. Okay, get past this. Now, the first hidden area is right here. And I don't know how you were supposed to be able to tell, I guess because the stones there just look a little bit off, but I mean, I know it's there, so it kind of sticks out to me now. But I never would have found this, unless I just found it by accident on one of my playthroughs. But yeah, we'll get there. Alright, now, there's a little bit of an ambush right here, so be prepared for it. First thing I do is hit this, but then be ready for this guy who pops up. So that went smoothly. I don't want to pull that lever yet. I kind of want to take care of these guys here. But what I'm going to do is get a nice ranged attack, if I can. Ouch. Ouch. Shit, man. How is that fire not killing him? Kind of annoying, isn't it? Yeah, so now it's killing him. That's good. So obviously you can use the fire to your advantage, but watch out for these lightning projectiles because they are pretty brutal. Now obviously these guys are kind of resistant to lightning, so I'm just going to run past this. Ouch. Try not to die in the process. Alright, there we go. Oops, I didn't want to do that. You want to keep this over here. That was an accident. I was panicking. Don't mess with this guy over here yet. Don't pull that lever over there. First thing you want to do is get this back where you had it. How is my rapier doing? Make sure I don't need to repair. I shouldn't. No, I'm not even close. Alright, now we pull this lever. And from here, should be pretty peaceful trying to get these guys into place. Again, you want to try and move them in a certain direction, this direction, through that gate. And we can position them in front of some walls that will blow up that have some hidden treasure in them. I really only need one. I'm trying to get a bunch of them, but we'll just do one at a time. So get him to go straight. Again, you don't need to lock on. It helps you stay kind of squared up with them, but we want him to be by this wall over here that I'm looking at. So once he gets close to it, shoot him with a fire arrow. And hidden treasure. I don't know what this is. Eight petrified dragon bones. That's good. That's good stuff right there. If you have some armor or a weapon or whatever uses petrified dragon bones, that's a great... No, don't go in there, buddy. Alright, so there's one more. We just need him to go down this pathway here. All the way to where that fire breathing thing is. And if for some reason that doesn't work... Oops. Well, that worked. Took some damage, but there's where the other hidden one is. So, get on in there, see what we got. Katarina gauntlets and leggings, right? The rest of that Katarina set that I believe we started picking up in Shulva in the Crown of the Sunken King DLC. Alright, get through here. Use some buffs. Now something that you can try and do is kite this guy all the way back around. I don't think that I do that because maybe I've probably tried and I couldn't get it to work. But if you can kite this big guy back around to this area where all these barrels are, then you can use them to your advantage and kind of blow them up. So, you know what? I'm going to try and do that. Let's see if we can get him to come this way. And if he'll follow me all the way over there. Just for funsies. Ah, man. Probably why I don't want to do that. Get out of here. We'll take a little damage from that too, which is kind of nice. But then once you get him over here, if you can line him up, like with that. Oh, shoot. Darn. Well, just barely didn't get that off. So that sucks. Now I'm gonna die if I don't get out of here. That's what I was trying to do. Didn't quite work out, but oh well. I'm definitely gonna die if I don't hurry this up here. Oh, you know what I could do? Is go in here and cheese the crap out of them from right here. Or not? That doesn't work. Fuck, man. I mean, that makes sense. He could just, you know, hit me right through that hole there. I just was not expecting it. Oh man, is lightning really not doing that much damage? Oh, those guys are there. Yeah! He blew himself up! Let's go! Bro, I'll take it. I'll take it. So, probably not the best way to deal with that guy. I usually just kill him over here, you know, where he is. But that's something you can do, is try and kite him around there and just have some fun with him. Alright, now, I don't think there's anything to grab in here. I don't actually need to ever come back here, so I'm not going to go back and pull that lever. I'm just going to leave it unpulled. So, and we're going to move on. I will pull this lever just because I'm already running by it. Why not? But kind of same thing here. There's really no reason to. And this one I actually could have saved for after I got done with that next section, but just in case I die, you definitely want to come up here and pull this. Because it's going to make it a lot easier to get back this way. Like a little bit of a shortcut. You can see the bonfire there. In fact, I'm going to go take a seat at that bonfire and replenish my Estus flasks. Got 128k. I still don't think that's nearly enough to get a level. I'm still going to need... That's 20, 30. Yeah, still not enough. Which is kind of wild. I have that many souls and I can't do anything with them. Okay, and heading across the chain. I always felt like this section was pretty easy, but certainly one wrong move and you could be blown to smithereens. Here I need to grab? No. Alright, with these guys, I don't really know what the strategy or like what the intended way to take them out is, but for some reason they catch on fire. And if you do that, and they, well, they do that, and that's not great. I don't want to be out here. I definitely don't want to be out here. But you can sort of bait them into their self-destruct, right? So that's kind of how I mostly take these guys out. Light them on fire first, because I think that causes them to, you know, that they need to be on fire before they will do their self-destruct. But if you just get close to them, not too close or you'll burn yourself, then they'll use that move and just take care of themselves. You can also shoot these. It doesn't do anything except just light up the area, but it's pretty cool, I guess. So again, watch out for their jump move. Bait them into the self-destruct. Oops. And hopefully he hits that other guy behind him too. No, he didn't. That's okay. Jump move. Oh! Okay, he didn't do the jump move. He just went, kind of crawled at me and then went straight into the self-destruct, so I'll take it. Guess you gotta get real close to him. Yeah. Okay, and one more here. Pick that up. Now, there is an item that you can get right in here. And I'm gonna do it just for the sake of the video. But this is really not worth getting. I would just skip this in any other situation. So we're gonna run off the edge here. There's an invader down there waiting for me. I don't know what the best way to take this guy out is. You try to bait his self-destruct from right here, but I feel like it doesn't work as well. So I'm just gonna throw some lightning spears at him. I got a bunch. Oh man, it doesn't do much damage. There he goes. Thankfully that didn't hurt me. Now getting from here to here, I don't know why, but I miss this jump sometimes. So I'm going to make sure I'm completely healed up. But we're going to go for it. There we go. You might just be able to like regular roll or just sprint in here, but I don't know. It's a dried route. I mean, it's not even worth it coming over here, but a lot of people miss this for obvious reasons. It's pretty easy to miss. Okay, now coming down here. Take care of this invader. Get my flasks out. Let's take these off my hotkey there. And yeah, here we go. I don't think there's any way to grab back onto this ladder, so you just have to take some fall damage here. As pretty much all invaders in this game go, This guy can be very deadly, so just be careful. Definitely don't want to have to do all that over again. Oh man, that was beautiful, and I totally messed it up. He's got his shield up. I use this ladder right here to sort of cheese him, you know, sort of like a pillar. And my lightning's doing decent damage, so I might as well just keep chucking him. But not when he puts that shield up. Ooh, damn, what was that? Sounds like somebody used like a healing or something behind me. How did he avoid that? Man, he just had some crazy iframes. By crazy, I mean bullshit. Alright, there we go. And then, one by one, I'm going to go through these doors, being very careful. There is an edge over here that you can fall off of, so don't do that. Come on, my guy, get your bow out. There we go. Right here. First time I ever came into this area, I fell off this edge, and I was very angry. Yeah, just one of them Dark Souls things. Alright, so, gonna be encountering a lot of these guys behind these doors. Gonna use the same strategy of lighting them on fire and then baiting their self-destruct. Ah, son of a gun, that hurts. This armor set must have really bad fire resistance, because I am getting schwacked by these dudes. There we go. I don't think there's a whole lot in here to find, but definitely double check. Next. Next! Next! Two Twinkling Titanite. Oh, yeah, forgot about that. Forgot about that. Oh, damn, girl, you hit hard, bro. I don't know why I'm saying girl. I feel like this is a girl enemy. I don't know why, I just do. See if I can backstab. Nope. I don't want to do that. Oh, what? Dude, the iframes on these enemies, bro. Come on. There we go. That's what I was trying to do the entire freaking time. Alright, yeah, so obviously they can be pretty deadly, so just take your time around those bird-looking things. I don't even know what they're called. Man, I keep hearing, like, it sounds like somebody's summoning or something. It's weird. I don't know what that is. Alright, a couple more of these. If I can bait one of their attack here, then hopefully they'll just kill each other. Yep. Is he dead? No, he's not dead. Right, easy enough. And this is the one of the last doors. I think the very last door, yeah, is right over here. He immediately self-destructs. Guess they're trying to trap you there. Which lights this guy on fire, of course. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright, thanks. Thanks for that, pal. Moving on. Okay. Alright, now in this room, I think it's better to... How do I like to do this? You can either go in here and grab that thing, because these guys won't mess with you until you grab this, or you attack them. Now, in the past, I have tried to just grab it and run and just ignore this area, and it's worked, but it can be tricky. So, to me, the best thing to do is attack first and see if you can sort of funnel them through this door and bait their self-destruct moves and get them to self-destruct and hurt and kill themselves and each other. So that's what I'm going to do. And before I do that, let's go ahead and get buffed up here. We'll get those Great Lightning Spears out, get this out, and here we go. See, one of them already... This can be real dangerous, so you just want to be very careful. Don't be afraid to run back through this room here. They're already on fire. I don't know why I shot that arrow. There we go. And I think that was it. So clearly the best way to take them out is to let them take themselves out. Now there's one more little ambush up here. One more guy you gotta worry about. So don't put your guard down yet. Right around this corner. And that's it. Alright, that's pretty much it for this area. I want to say perhaps there's another one that comes down on this elevator. Let's find out. I think so. Yep, that's what I thought. That's the one that'll get you. If you try to run and you somehow make it to the lever without any of those guys getting you, and then you make it all the way to this elevator, and all of those guys are hot on your heels, and then that dude comes down, it becomes a mess. So you don't really want to run. Come on, buddy. There we go. You don't really want to run through this room here. You want to take out all these guys strategically, then come through here, take out that guy, and that'll be this whole area wrapped up. Nothing to do in here. I always think I'm missing something in here, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I don't think there's anything in this hallway. This just takes you back down here, which takes you back to the beginning. And we're done with this section. Okay. Alright, next stop. Well, that's not the next stop, but we will be making our way down there. Momentarily. Now that we have the key, we can get everything else kind of going in this DLC. I'd say that's probably like the first third of it right there that I just did. Got the next third, and then the last third being, you know, Fume Knight and Blue Smelter Demon and Sir Alonne. So, well, first things first, while I'm here at the bonfire, let's take a seat. Still don't have enough for a level. Getting close, but I don't think I'm quite there. Actually, let me try. See what we got here. 6,000? Ah, I think I'm gonna be just shy. Yeah, I'm gonna be like 2,000 shy. Or 1,000 even. $202, yeah, 203. That's okay. What else do I have in here? Do I have any Soul of Giants? Nah, I don't. That's okay, we're almost there. So put the key in here. That gets everything going. And I have sort of a, I don't know, I guess sort of a chaotic method of doing all this next part. But for me, for whatever reason, I like to go all the way up and start from the very top and then work my way back down. You kind of have to go through this whole area a couple times. So it doesn't really matter how you do it, you're going to wind up doing it a couple times. But that's what I like to do. I like to start from the very top. So I hit this. And I hit this, and on the way up this elevator, mash X, and you'll open up a secret doorway there, which I'll get back to later. We're gonna head through here. Yep. And hit this to get things started off. Buff up. Really nothing to do here except take this guy out. I really don't like these guys. They got some tricky moves and they tend to have iframes at just the worst times. But there it is. Oh, hey, there's something to get here. Lacerating knife, 15 of them. That's pretty cool, I guess. But I'm pretty sure that's it. I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing. I don't think there's anything there. Same thing here. Hit this. And I try to shoot these barrels. Take these guys out if possible. I think there's some in here. Yeah, so that takes him out. That's good. I think there's some in there where these two guys are hiding, but I don't know. I don't see him. Maybe not. Man, how do I want to do this? Okay, first thing I want to do is use some buffs. I might be able to take these guys out somewhat easily if I just go for it here. There's 1 and 2. Okay, yeah, I'll take that. That's good. Get this guy as well. That'll be nice. Oh, shoot. Did I get him? I did not. Oh, shoot. Here we go. Okay, that went pretty smooth. I would have really liked for this guy to have gotten blown up with all the chaos, but he did not. Watch out for that move. He gets back up there. Titanite chunk. Anything back here? No. God, what is that I keep hearing? It sounds like somebody healing. It sounds like an enemy healing. It's so weird. I don't know what that is, bro. Is there someone in my game? I'm not even online. That's not possible. Yeah, I'm not even online, so that's not possible. I don't know what's going on. I keep hearing that noise, and it's kind of freaking me out, man. Okay, we made our way back here. I can't go through that gate yet, so we're gonna go down here, and here is that doorway that opened up that I was talking about. Right in here. Leads to a chest with, I think it's got a mask that gives you curse resistance, like really good curse resistance. Yeah, hollow skin. So there's a couple areas in this game where you're about to use those smelter wedges, and the things are cursing you. And if you don't want that, well, put on this hollow skin, and I think there's even other gear you can put on, and you won't get cursed as much. I want to say it's like very effective too. Okay, this is back to, yeah, this is back to the area from before, so we don't need to mess with this. I already did all this. Anything here? Yes, this elevator here is next. And that door over there too, but I think there's another hidden doorway right here. Well, I guess I wouldn't call it hidden, but this will take us back to a bonfire, a little bit of a shortcut here, so if things go haywire, I can get back this way quickly. Please come through that fire and kill yourself. Oh, you did a little bit. I'll take it. I always skip this item. I mean, there's a way to get it, but you have to come back for it, and I always forget. I'll try to remember, but we're just not going to worry about it for now. Alright, so definitely open this door up. This is going to take me to this bonfire here, which I'm going to go ahead and just head back to Majula and get a level, because this next section can be a little tricky, and I'd rather not lose 220,000 souls. So... Alright. Here, what are we doing? We're doing vitality all the way. Yep, I'll take that. Upload 97 HP. I got one more HP. That's how nice. Um, 17,000. Is there anything else? How many alluring skulls do I have? 31. Okay, plenty. Got 36 life gems. I could probably grab a couple more life gems. Just... why not? Yeah, I'm gonna get a crap load of them. Okay, back to... is that bonfire? This one right here. Okay, and back this way. I think I want to take these guys out before I go in this room, so I will do that. Even though I would not mind just running past them right now, honestly. And run through here. No way to avoid damage there, at least not until we turn the fire off, which is, it's going to be a while before we can do that. So you just got to take a little damage and use a couple life gems. Okay, now buff up before you go in here if you have buffs to use. Oh, this is not at all what I thought it was going to be. All that is a simpleton's ring. Okay, that's fine. Wanted to get it anyway, so back this way. And back this way, back the way we came. And we're gonna go for that door right over there. I want to say there's another secret door here. Hold on a second. So, like the elevator, press X. No, there's not. Okay. There is that little secret area, but here's where we want to go right now. Now, buff up before you go in here is what I meant. So, again, we have a smelter wedge to use, and if you don't use it, it makes the enemies in here, I believe it heals them if they get near it. So what I want to do is sort of lure this guy this way and then go straight for this door. Get in here, use the smelter wedge. You get iframes while you're doing this. This could be one of those sort of suicide sections where you die and there's not much you can do about it, so just do the best you can to take him out. Ouch. Grab that now so I don't forget later. Whew, barely got him. That's just how that goes sometimes. Let me make sure there's nothing else out here. Yeah. There is some good stuff through these other doors, though. Life ring +3. I'll take that. I mean, I don't need it. I probably already have it, but it's a good item. Destroy these boxes. I think there's something around the corner here. Yeah. Slab and 3 chunks. Obviously, the DLCs are great for farming items that you might want, you know, for like your end game build. Bunch of shards, petrified something, broadsword +7. It's pretty cool. Is there nothing out here? Is this really just like a door to nothing? Yeah, it is. Alright. Okay, now that is done. Let me see. I have 6 wedges and 4 souls of Nadalia, so that's good. That means I did not miss any of the souls that I picked up after using the smelter wedges. Really important that you do that. I think my next area is right there, but I'm gonna jump here real quick just to make sure. Oh yeah, okay, this is from way earlier on. So there's nothing to do there, nothing to do there. Yeah. So my next area will be right here. Well, it's not so much of an area as it is just an item right here. Pilgrim Spontoon, I don't know what that is. I don't think I really care. So jumping back here. Make our way back to the elevator. All the way over, Did I get all this stuff in here? Hold on a second. I gotta double check on this. Yeah. Right? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm good. This place is kind of a maze. You can definitely get turned around easily in here. And I did this, right? Yeah. Oh man, I'm getting a little mixed up. Hold on a second. Yeah, I did this. I don't want to go down here because I've already done all that down there. So yeah, I'm good. Oh shoot, I'm missing something. I went around and did that, I did all that, I did that. Okay, I think I'm good. Kind of doubting myself here. Alright, now drop to here. No, I've done this. Okay, so I'm good there. Done that. Done that. Done that. Okay. Alright. So there's one little extra section here. Sorry, I gotta kind of like walk and talk myself through these games. I've done them so many times, like I know what to do, but it's sort of like a muscle memory thing. Like I have to actually be looking at it, you know, and be like moving around, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is what I need to do next. Alright, now I have missed this many times. I only have 9,000 souls on me right now, so it's really not a big deal. I think the best way is to try and get to there as this thing is going up. I think going down is worse. I think you want to try and get it as it's going up. I don't know. I'm not really sure the trick here, but we're just going to go for it. Here we go. Yeah, I screwed it up. Hey, I didn't die. Nice. I don't need to use that. What am I doing? Alright, so I'll get another shot at it here. Maybe it was going down is the best way. I don't know, but... Here we go. Oh, that was stupid. Man, I'm really screwing that up. Maybe going down was the best way to do it. At least I'm not dying. Typically, I have to die there and go back to a bonfire, so it's kind of nice. Let's try it going down. Maybe that's the way to do it. Yeah, okay, I was wrong. Going down is easier because you can see the ledge as you're coming towards it, and then as soon as you get under the lip of that ledge right up there, you know to just gun it. Even still, it can be a pretty tricky jump. Oh, shoot, and I forgot. That's the reason. That's the reason you want to come down here. I don't need any lizards, so I'm not going to come back for that, but if you wanted to grab that lizard, you need to be ready for it. And a couple bright bugs, that's always good. It's totally worth it to come over here, especially if you need some, you know, some resources from that lizard. All right, now at this point, it's probably easiest for me to use a feather, so I'm gonna do that. And I don't want to be at this bonfire. I want to be at this bonfire. Okay, so that's pretty much most everything above until we get a key that we'll have to kind of come back and comb through it all again later. Like I said, you kind of have to go through this whole area a couple times, as you do for a lot of things in this game, actually. So from here, we're going to go downwards. So if I can get over here... Oh, shoot, I'm going to miss it. Okay, I missed it. We're going to go downwards. And I may have missed some things here and there. I don't know. Like I said, I sort of have to... As I'm going through the game, I remember things, so... No big deal, though. I've done it all before. With this character, in fact. Okay, and we can't get in here. This is one of those keys we need. So we're going to go over here. Ah, this is the area from before. Now, if you want to try and do this, they're probably going to blow themselves up. But you can lead this guy back through here. And if you get lucky... all of those things will blow up as he's going through here and do some damage. Obviously, we didn't get very lucky here. But I have in the past gotten lucky doing that. Didn't quite work out here. That's okay. Alright, let's get some buffs going. Oh boy, no. It'd be nice if I could just, like, lure him right into that fire. Ah! Hey, look, we got lucky. Did you see that? He took some good damage from that, too. And then he schwacked me right across the face. But that's what I mean. You can lure him in here, and if you get lucky, maybe he'll take some damage. So, I'll take it. I'll take it. I still feel like I'm a little bit loud. Let me turn this down a little. Okay. Now there's 2 more of these guys, I believe, out here. So take your time. Hurry up. Take your time and just kind of try and lure him out. We can get all these items later. I think I'm just gonna fight this guy old-fashioned. The way they spew lava after they attack is really, really annoying. I've never quite mastered how to kind of know where that lava is going to come out and the best way to fight them. They're tricky like that. And they're already hard enough, so the game really, you know, they really stepped it up for these DLCs in a lot of different ways. I'm going to go ahead and get this last guy over here, and then we'll get all these items. I think my lightning spears do pretty decent damage on these. Nope. They do not. Watch out. Ow. Ooh. Go ahead and use one of these. Can have them right here, yep. And now we can go ahead and pick up all this junk. Charcoal pine resin. It's always good, obviously, and 5 of them too, so that's nice. Human effigies I can't pick up. Man, I never thought I would have a problem of not being able to pick up human effigies. I struggled pretty hard my first playthrough because obviously I died a lot. You know, as usually a first playthrough of Dark Souls 2 goes. And by the end of the game, I was like, man, I need more human effigies. I was like running out, and I went to try and farm them, and I went through this whole process, and I wasn't very successful. Thankfully, by the end of the game, I didn't really need them that much anymore. Okay, we're done here. So no smelter wedge out there, but we did get that key. With that key, we can go in all these other doors I was talking about earlier. Can't quite remember what's down here. I know this leads to the co-op area. The Blue Smelter Demon. If you didn't know this, in each DLC, there is an area that is meant to be co-op, or it's, how do I say this? It's really intended for you to have a co-op partner, right? Whether it is that you're summoning a random person or you're summoning a friend, and this is one of them, the Iron Passage. This is a pretty infamous Dark Souls 2 area because it is pain. I mean, it is just pure pain until you kind of know what to do. I don't want to sit here and talk about it now. We'll get to it eventually. But whenever you see these little, I don't know, these little totem-looking guys, these little stone things, this is an area where other players around the world will put down their summon signs, and you can summon them to help, which is why we know it's kind of meant to be a co-op area. And as such, it's very difficult, and the boss is very difficult. I have a pretty decent strategy. The last few times I did this, I was able to one-shot this, running past all the enemies, going straight to the boss, and getting the boss on the first try. So I've got a pretty good, you know, strategy, but that being said, it can all go wrong. So this is the co-op area in this DLC. In the last one, it was the Gank Trio and the Crown of the Sunken King. And in the Crown of the Ivory King, it's Lud and Zalin. Which, of course, probably the most infamous Dark Souls 2 area. One of the most infamous FromSoft areas, as I understand, which is the Frigid Outskirts. Which I also have a pretty decent method of getting through. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Alright, so we're not doing that right now. We're coming back. So we'll go back up. And I'm not going all the way down yet. So we're going to go back. In fact, probably be easier for me to use a feather and fast travel from that co-op area bonfire. Back to... where is it? This one here. Alright, I'd say we're getting close to the end of like the 2/3 mark. Got a few more doors and things I need to go through. First one being right here. Alright, so this is another what I would call possible suicide run area. I'm gonna do the best I can, but if I die here, it's sort of... I don't know, it's sort of planned. My main goal is to go through this door and just get that smelter wedge used. Excuse me. Now, if you're careful about it, you can kind of take out some of these guys. I just don't think it's worth it. I'll go ahead and see if I can take this guy out, see what kind of damage I do. Okay. Yeah. Take you out too. Ouch. Okay. Again, still planning that I'm probably gonna die here. But now that I've taken those two guys out, I got a little bit better of a chance. So, from here, run straight into this first room. Don't stop for nothing. Don't stop for nothing, buddy. Just go. Hit that. You'll have iframes, but it doesn't matter because you're going to get trapped in here. If you can make it out of here alive, more power to you, but I very, very rarely, if ever, have made it out of this room alive. So this will be like one of my first, possibly my... If I do a good enough job, that might be one of my only deaths in the whole DLC, but I think it's much more time efficient to do that, to just die there, get that smelter wedge, get it done. Don't forget to go back and get the soul that of Natalia or whatever it is. But I think it's a much more time efficient way to do that. And then you can come back in here and clear this area out. Of course, I want to use... Oh, I don't want to leave. I want to use that. And might as well use one of these while I'm here. And might as well use a dried root. Why not? Because they're a complete waste of time. Alright, here we go. Just want to activate you. I don't want to activate anyone else, so I'm just going to throw a few of these. Obviously, you can see them doing way more damage, and they're not healing, you know, being close to that thing, so... Like, already, to me, this is a much better, much more efficient way of dealing with this area. Just do the suicide run. Get that thing taken care of. That guy has a shield. It's alright. I got a bonfire right here. I don't care if I waste all of these lightning spears. Halberd, my very first weapon that I used in my very first FromSoftware game, which was Dark Souls 1 Remastered, of course. Went through the whole game with a halberd. Absolutely loved it. I did use a halberd in one of my... I think my knight used a halberd in Dark Souls 2. And I don't know if it was as good as Dark Souls 1, because the halberd in Dark Souls 1 is a pretty OP weapon. But... it was a very fun and somewhat OP weapon in this game too. Touch Bloodstain, yes. Alright, don't forget to pick this up, or you will regret it later. And you'll have to go through this whole level again, trying to figure out which one you missed. So I got that. I think there's a couple more guys in here to take out. Fire Snake, that's a pyromancy. Actually, that might have been it. That might have been the last couple of guys there. Empty room, which always has me kind of do a double take. Like, did I really? Is there really nothing in here? And as far as I can tell, no, it doesn't seem like it. So, one more room over here to check. Old Radiant Life Gem. 3. I mean, that's good. Those are good. Those are good life gems, and you get 3 of them. Once again, DLC. Lots and lots of useful items throughout all 3 of the DLCs. And lots of souls, too. Alright, so that area is Dunzo. Let me see how many smelter wedges. Okay, so here's the thing. You want to make sure you save 4 smelter wedges. Again, if you're following this, I mean, I don't think anyone's following this as a walkthrough. I just kind of like thinking out loud and talking through my, my playthrough. But if you're following this and you're like, trying to get some tips from it, make sure you save 4 smelter wedges. As long as you skipped the very first one at the very first bonfire when I first started this video, as long as you skip that one like I said, you should be fine. But if you didn't, you could wind up with not having enough smelter wedges for the Fume Knight boss fight. And I'll explain more of that when we get there, but you want to make sure that you have at least 4 going into that fight. I have 5, which means that I need to use 1 more somewhere. I think I know where it is, so let's go find that. Up here? Yeah, there's a couple locked doors up here we need to check. First one is going to be all the way up here. Might only be 1 locked door, I'm not sure. There we go, use that. Oh boy, okay, yeah, this part sucks. Yeah, be prepared for this. First thing you want to do is get that smelter wedge in. Obviously you get iframes, but just be careful he doesn't backstab you as soon as you're coming out of there. And yeah, this part's tough, man. I don't know if I really have any great strategies. Just do the best you can and try not to die. If you do, come back. You'll get it eventually, but it's very tricky. Doing very good stagger with my rapier against those guys, so that's nice. Okay, and there it is. I now have 4 smelter wedges left. So I am going to go ahead and finish going up these stairs and get ganked by all these invaders and grab a bonfire up here. But at this point, I'm ready to head down to the Fume Knight. So yeah, let's take care of this. This just sucks. I mean, there's no way around it. You just have to deal with this. If I can... oh, really? Come on. If I can just use a bunch of these... kind of around this corner here, then that's great, but obviously that happens. Yeah, this just sucks. There's no great way to do this. I don't have a cheese. Maybe there's a cheese strat out there somewhere, but the rapier is handling it very nicely, I will say that. This is probably one of the easier times I've dealt with these guys having this rapier like this right now. Definitely don't want to die, so it's not a terrible idea to, if you're starting to like struggle, run past these guys. Ooh, don't get bad stabbed by him though. Even like run all the way up here. Oh, they're gonna heal. That stinks. I don't want them to heal. But something you can do is run all the way up here and grab this bonfire. Don't sit down at it because I think I might respawn all of those guys, but just light it, and then you'll at least respawn right there, so that's good. And we're just gonna trade ranged weapons here. I think mine's gonna take him out faster than his will take me out. Mad Warrior Armor. Mad Warrior Armor. What is that? Let me take a look at that real quick. Pretty sure I've seen this in my travels, and I want to say it has something on it, like some sort of a perk. But I might be wrong about that. Huh, I did not have a Mad Warrior armor. That's the first one I've picked up on this file. Armor from an unknown foreign land. King Vindric called upon powers from beyond his borders in an attempt to stave off the curse. Perhaps this belonged to one of his guests. So, nothing too special there. Alright, so that's done. Done. I feel like there's a locked door I'm missing. Oh man, I feel like there's a locked door I'm missing. Oh. Yeah, okay, hold on. Let me go out this way. Instead of using a fire to go back. My spidey senses are tingling. There's something I'm missing. I don't remember where it is though. Okay, hit this. And obviously I used the key there. That's not in there. Nothing there, I don't think. No. Was it this way? No. Nope, not here. I'm gonna move on. I feel like there's something I'm forgetting, but I don't. It must not be too important if it's not like, you know, coming to me right away. Nothing here, nothing there. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something, but I'm just gonna move on. No big deal. It's not through here, right? It's not there. Nah, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so now we can move on to Fume Knight and Blue Smelter Demon and Sir Alonne. So we're now in like the last kind of third of this DLC. Making pretty good timing, I think. I might hit right at about 2.5 hours here. Only a couple deaths. I mean, that's pretty nice. So take a seat here, and we're gonna head down. I don't think down there. I think over here is where I need to go. And I want to get to that upper ledge there because there is, I believe, an extra item to grab. So we'll pop off right over here and grab this chest. Strength ring. Kind of useless for me, but might be helpful for you. Okay, let's use some buffs. This area is pretty easy except for the very bottom where there's a big giant dude we gotta fight who sometimes kicks my butt. Backstab, take that. Make sure there's no items up here. There's some lightning spears, especially if he doesn't have a shield. Should be pretty easy to take out. Oh, tried to be cool there, didn't work out. Oh well. No items here. Oh, no. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him. No! Oh, God. Oh, God. It's all going wrong. It's all going wrong. It's alright, we're good, we're good, we're good. Oh, I don't want all of you to come down here. No. No! Just panicking now. Okay, let's get around this guy. And backstab. Okay, or not. There we go. Allergies killing me. Alright, well that was sloppy, but we're alive. Charcoal pine resin. It's good. Obviously you don't want to drop down onto the parts of the floor that obviously look like it's going to crumble out from under you, so don't do that. You can kind of just touch it though and get off, and then you can kind of take a little peek down there and see if you can maybe throw a couple lightning spears at these jabronis. There we go. Might as well use this before I go plunging down on this guy here. Might even be able to even see him from this way. Oh, shoot. That is not what I wanted to happen at all right there. But that was... Man, when I first played this game, I really had trouble doing the whole like circle around them until you get their back and backstab them. Because when you get really close to enemies in this game, it slows you down. But it can still be done. Like obviously, I'm doing it a lot now. It just took a little bit of getting used to. For a while there, I was like, oh, you can't backstab them as easy, and it's like, that is true. It's not quite as easy because you slow down as you get close to them, but you can still do that tactic. It still works. Okay, we're gonna try and do that without actually falling through. And this is here's a good way to cheese this guy. When you get all the way down here, just come down to the corner, and if you have some good ranged weapons, let it rip from there. These guys are obviously pretty tough, so I don't mind kind of cheesing them from up here like this. But obviously, like, it's taking me all of my Great Lightning Spears to do this, so maybe you don't have a ranged weapon that can do it. You just got to jump down there and hope for the best. But personally, I would rather use all of my Great Lightning Spears on this guy, because I'm about to run through the next area. Yeah, I only got 2 left, but it's fine. I like to just run through this area. There is a sorcery clutch ring that I will come back for, but I like to just run through this area and grab the bonfire, because these guys, for some reason, they get they're harder to kill. I think that they get some sort of a an effect from the smelter wedge things that are below. So if you don't take care of those, smelter wedge things first, these guys are hard to kill. It's hard to explain. You'll probably see more what I'm saying here in a second. Long story short, just run past this for now. Yeah, see, they got that little shadow, that dust shadow thing around them. That's how you know they're getting buffed and healed by that, so it's better to just not mess with them until you use all your other 4 smelter wedges down below here. So, hit this. I didn't mean to do that at all. Oh, you bastard! I don't know why I'm doing that. Why am I doing that? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to block. Okay, now. If you stay all the way to the inside, you can actually get through this whole area here without activating any of those big guys, those big enemies that come out of the ash here. And you can go all the way around to this fire and never have to worry about them. I think I will probably fight them just to, just to kill them the one time here, and also so I can get all the items that are around the area. But first things first, let's set this bonfire. Right, let's use our buffs. And we're also going to use this summon here. I won't use this summon for the Fume Knight because it's not worth it. They die too fast, and I don't do enough damage to the Fume Knight. So first thing we're going to do, stick to this edge here, and use this wedge, Smelter Wedge, on this ugly looking biatch. And then right over here is our first of these big guys here. Probably a good idea to use that Smelter Wedge over there. Oh shoot, that hurt. But I can just get Steelheart Ellie to distract him a little bit as I pelt him with my lightning spears. But I do think they'll heal if they get too close to this thing, so probably a better idea to take these out first. Oh, and don't forget, like I just almost did, to pick up the item it leaves behind. We're going to need that. Or I shouldn't say need, but we're going to want that. 3 Titanite chunks. Soul of Nadalia. Hit all these. Oh, here's another one of these guys. You know what? I'm a little bit low on health to be that close to that dude, so I'm just gonna take a chill pill here. Alright. Go ahead and grab this summon. Again, I'm not going to use the summons in the boss fight. It's just to help me clear this area. And I'll also use them to, if I can, go... Actually, I don't think they'll come up there with me. But if I can, I'll use them to go back up there and grab that sorcery clutch ring. Okay. Alright, now if you did everything right so far, you should have 10... You should have no Smelter Wedges and 10 Soul of Nadalia, Bride of Ash. Alright, let's grab this item, and I think there's one more guy that pops out right here. Might be wrong about that. Yes, I'm wrong about that. Okay. Now, for some reason, your summons won't get on this elevator, which is really annoying. At least they wouldn't last time. Let's see if they will now. I don't think they will. Yeah, for some reason, they just won't. I've tried to force them on here. I've tried everything. They just won't. Probably similar to the same reason that enemies won't go near elevators. It just has something to do with their AI mapping or tracking or whatever. But my only goal in coming back up here is to grab that chest that's around the corner. So I'm going to do that as stealthily as possible and then get right back down there. Okay, let's see if I can just run in and grab it real quick without fighting anyone else. Yeah, and once you have it, you can just feather back. Alright, here we go. Fume Knight time. This was, for me, the hardest boss in the game my first time through. It was really the one and only boss in pretty much all of the DLCs that it took me like 20, 30 tries. Like, I just had to do it over and over and over again. I think it's a very good boss fight. It's a good one-on-one, just classic roll at the right time and punish his missed attacks at the right time. I mean, that's all there is to it. And you just have to get the roll timing down and know when to attack, know when to heal, right? That's a big thing. You never really want to heal in this game unless you have just dodged an attack. all those things. I think it's one of the best fights in the game, and I still think it's one of the hardest fights in the game. The last few times I've fought this guy, I beat him like first or second try. Hopefully this won't be any different, but here we go. I don't want to use my buffs. Alright, so when you're going to fight Fume Knight, if you want to avoid all of the crap, all of those guys that come out of the ash on the way there, you can do that easily just by sticking to the side here. So just stick to your right as far as you can, like stick to the wall, and you won't summon or activate that guy right there. You won't activate that guy right there, and you can get all the way here, which makes the, you know, quote, run back a little easier. Now that I'm right here, I'm going to use my buffs. I'm going to take off all of my armor because I'm not going to need that. I'll keep this out, and we're going to hope for the best. Get up close. Get a few attacks in if you can. Don't run completely out of stamina. And I usually like to roll to the right of Fume Knight. This is going to take me probably a couple tries. Yeah, because my timing's a little off with the rapier, but that's alright. Probably should have healed there instead. Ooh, not really what I wanted to do, but that's okay. Yeah, knew that was coming. Should have waited to heal. Might as well pick these up. I'm not super worried about souls, but might as well. It's a decent amount. Maybe 2 attacks is going to be my plan here. Boom, boom. Gives me plenty of time to get out of the way. Maybe sometimes I can get off 3, but let's just stick with 2 for now. Probably could have done 3 there. Yeah, I already got him halfway down. Ouch! Oh boy! Yeah. Okay, let's take a little rest. Get through here. Heal. Ah, darn it. Yeah, see, get a little too far around him and can sort of get myself in a bad place there. Alright, here's his second phase. First thing he does is shoot out a bunch of fireballs. Oh, normally he does. Didn't that time. I find his second phase to be, maybe, I don't know why, I find it to be a little easier to dodge. All it takes is a couple of stupid mistakes for this to go poorly. You guys get it, but I don't know why I healed. I did not need to heal right there. Here's the fireballs. Okay, I successfully dodged that. That's kind of nice. I don't have my buff anymore. I would really like to get that back, but I just don't have time. Oh, man, I'm doing shit for damage now. Oh, man. Damn it. I have not missed that dodge that I missed a second ago, and I don't know how long. I want to put myself in a stupid position, of course, but... just do so much better damage when I have that buff going. And I don't want to hit him when he's doing that. I feel like he's going to parry me or something if I... Damn. Get 3 off on that attack there. Once you get him to half health, he goes into his second phase, or about half health. Watch out for that delayed big swing there. Delayed big swing there. There it is. And he jumps. Okay, so here's his second phase. And for some reason in his second phase, I kind of like to jump to his left. I sort of switch up, and instead of jumping to his right, I jump to his left. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Let's see if I can pull off one of these. Ah, dang it. Kinda don't want to do it now. I want to use that Sacred Oath, but I don't want to screw up. Let's heal first. Alright. Let's get ready for it. Okay, I got it. Helps a little bit, but not having the, Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, dodge first, then heal. Get in 2 of them. Damn. Those are hard to dodge. What? What the hell, dude? The hitbox on that hit... Oh, that sucked. The hitbox on that swing right before he killed me with that last shot was really shitty. I'm gonna have to get used to this moveset now that I've gotten used to the rapier for this. Not even doing that much damage. I should go back to the rapier. Oh boy. Dang it. Ouch! Why didn't I roll there? I thought I could get away with it. I could not. Oh boy. Nice. Ah, man. I don't like being so close to the wall here. Kinda hope we can get away from that. Oh boy. Can you come over here? Yeah, I would appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. Hang in there. We got this. And see you later. Alright. 4 tries, not bad. Much better than 30 tries. Okay. Now we go grab the crown. Go ahead and put all my gear back on before I forget. Idiot. Oh god, where is it? Here we go. Okay, I don't really need to have that bow out, so I'll just leave that. Alright, there we go. That is done. Feather back. Now we're going to take on Blue Smelter Demon, and we'll do Sir Alonne last. Uh, 237,000, so yeah, we're going to go grab a level. Alright, what were we? We were 203 last time, now we're 210. Vitality up to 45. Having 100 equip load is going to be pretty nice. I mean, there's got to be some sort of soft cap I've reached here. Maybe I'm wasting my points. Maybe I should look into that, but... Okay. Blue Smelter Demon. Now, this part sucks all the dicks. There's nothing good about this. I hate this just as much as I hate the Gank Trio, and just as much as I hate Ludden and the Frigid Outskirts. I hate the Iron Passage and Blue Smelter Demon. It is no fun. Time for the pain. Now, since I am going to be... Alright, so let me do this right. So, Blue Smelter Demon, and more importantly, the run back, very, very tricky. I'm going to use some Alluring Skulls, and I'm going to see if I can run straight to the boss, and then just take the boss out that way, and we're going to hope for the best. So my problem currently with this particular build is I don't know how this weapon is going to do against him. I don't think it's going to do great. I might have to go like create a whole new weapon just to get past this guy, but we'll try it with this first. So first things first, take all this armor off. You're not going to need it. Blue Smelter Demon, like most bosses in this game, hits like a truck, and it just doesn't even make sense to have armor. It makes more sense to be as light as possible. So we've got plenty of Alluring Skulls. If you have Urn, if you're a sorcerer, that helps, of course. The Alluring Skulls work just fine, and they're more accessible to more different, to more classes, so... Alright, here we go. You should only need 3. I'm gonna throw... Maybe I should do this now. Okay, here we go. First one, throw right here. And second one, throw right here. Be careful, there's a guy behind you. Save some stamina for when you go around this corner so that you can run past this guy. And then the third one, chuck right here. And go for it. Save some stamina so you can roll past this guy and then just pray to God that you can make it to this. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. There it is. We made it to Smelter Demon, Blue Smelter Demon, without having to fight any of those guys. I'm doing decent damage. This is doable. I just have to get used to his moveset again, and Hopefully I can one-try this, but we'll see. I don't even go near him when he's doing these little power-up things because of that, and because you just don't do much damage while he's doing it, so doesn't make sense. For me, I typically like to roll around the left side of Blue Smelter Demon. Just works out for me. If he does that, just back off. Oh, bro, what happened there? Not really worried about the souls, but there they are. Yeah, getting into his knees like that, oh shit, can really mess you up. I guess I just didn't quite notice it before, but you definitely want to stay around his knees, get to the outside of that right kneecap. I don't really like him being too close to the wall, so I'll just kind of bait him over this way. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Buff up again. I had plenty of time to do this before, so I will just plan on doing this. But I won't get greedy. I feel slow for some reason. Oh. Okay, there we go. Oh boy, don't like the camera like that. I really don't like being against this wall right here. Let's try and get away from that. I should probably try and heal some point here. Perhaps right here. Come on. Ah, damn it, bro! Fucking this thing right here. Let's see if I have enough time to do both of these. Maybe. Not really. I don't think I'll be doing that again. Get him away from the wall. Of course, I'm right back into the wall. I guess there's not much you can do sometimes. You just gotta try to get away from it, but at least I'm doing decent damage and I didn't have to go like change my entire build up. Ah, there's that knee again. Oh, I rolled! Fucking bullshit, man! Oh my god, what the fuck happened there? And we're not gonna worry about the human effigy. We're just gonna go for it. Oh, well that was stupid. What the hell am I thinking? Oh, he did the delay. The delay one is tricky. Okay, we got this. There's the delay one. Get out of here. Ah, dang it. Alright, he's fully powered up with almost full health. Gotta love it. This is like the worst possible situation for this fight. Oh, man, I haven't died this much to this guy in a long time. Mother effer. Get out of here. Okay. Some well-timed dodges, well-timed attacks. That's all I need. There's one of these. Get a running R1 there. Oh, that was different. Woo! Get away from that. Ah, there's a delay. Yeah, that one gets me. I want my buffs back. I don't have time. Shoot. Maybe I should just not worry about the buffs. Just do this old school. Yeah, I keep thinking I can get one off there, and I'm too scared to try. Delay! Woo! Okay, I want to heal. Get away from that wall, for the love of Jesus. Oh, come on. Alright. He's done. Alright, well, that did not go as smoothly as I would have liked it to, but we got it done. 5, maybe 6 tries. Oh yeah, and I'm not going back for any of that shit in there. I don't care about that. Much like the crown of the Sunken King. You know, the gank trio. I don't worry about any of that stuff. I've done it before. I don't need to do it again. Pharos mask. That's a cool mask. Okay, put our gear back on, and time to take down Sir Alonne, or Alone. Whatever you want to say, I don't really care. And honestly, I should probably keep my gear off, even. Sir Alonne is another area I kind of like to just run through. But we'll see. We'll see how I feel when I get there. Okay, so that's done. And then it spits you back out here, of course. Probably easiest thing to do is just use a feather. Alright, so we are almost done. Let's see what time it is. Yeah. I think this might wind up being a 3-hour. I haven't really been keeping track of time. Okay, go here. I have 150,000, but I don't have a whole lot I can do with them, so... And I can't get a level. I could go buy some stuff. I don't know. I don't even really need to buy stuff. There's nothing I really need. Okay, so Sir Alonne, the run back. What I like to do for this run back is, I think I do want to get all the items in here. I usually do that. Typically, I do that here. So I'll do that first, and then we'll work on doing like a quick run back to actually take the boss down. So for exploring and finding all the stuff in here, I want to summon both of these guys, partly just for distraction. You know, I would like to get my rapier back out, though. So we'll do that as soon as I run out of buff on this. Okay. And then come over here to the right. And if you can... try to lock onto... You can lock onto this guy and take him out. But what I like to do is... see if I can pull out some of these Alonne Knights. This is less than ideal, but... oh shit, it's a gank fest now. Oh boy, here we go. This is not at all what I normally like to do. I'm just kind of panicking now, so it's kind of working out though. So I'll take it. Ow. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that guy over there. He's kind of a problem, isn't he? Okay, well, that was chaotic, but, you know, kind of got the job done, I guess. Okay, head in here. Let's see how many hits two-handed. 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. It's not great for my my sort of quick run back strategy that I have, but that's okay. Yep, grab this item. This is just my exploration run. I'm not actually going to try to fight Sir Alonne right now. Okay, walk over here so we can trigger this guy. And then I can backstab him. Okay, and over here. Alright, let's get my rapier back out. I kind of want to have that for this particular section. Where are you? Here you are. Okay. See how many hits for the rapier it takes to kill one of these fire-breathing salamander things. Hey, what the hell? Guys, he's right there. Turn around. Jesus. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good. I'll take 5. 4 would be way better. But I'll take 5 on that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, pretty consistent. Jump down here. And wait for these fools to catch up. Alright, now this area, my only goal at this doorway here is to bring him in. From here I can kind of chuck some lightning spears at him while my guys distract him. Alrighty. I'm gonna take out everything on this upper level here first before I go down. God damn. Shoot, I'm gonna die. Let's get behind this pillar here. What is hitting him? Oh, that guy from way back there. Fucking archers, man, I swear to God. It's so cheap. Jesus. I'm not going to be shy with my Estus flask. There we go. Take that. That guy's hitting me from down there. Just no me gusta. Okay, now we'll get this stuff on the bottom area. Get that there, of course. Couple guys down here to worry about. Is there anything over here? No. Yes. Twin blade +7. Definitely watch out for... Yeah, he's going to be shooting fireballs. I don't know if there's anything in here. I can't remember. No, no, no. Okay, so we're good there. Check over here. I literally didn't just do that. No, I didn't. And then, I think right here, sort of same as the room before. Ah, there's 2 guys there. Chuck some lightning spears. And at you. That should be... He's not dead? Okay, so they don't get hurt by the salamander fireballs, which honestly I think is kind of ridiculous for this game. But it is what it is. Let's see how many unbuffed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm counting how many it takes because it's going to be sort of important for my run back. How many Estus flasks do I have? 7? Okay, I'm going to give Sir Alonne a shot here. I don't expect to beat him. I do expect to lose these souls, and all of that is okay. I don't have enough to get a level. All of that is okay. I really don't mind. But I am going to go ahead and set myself up for my run back, which I think I'm going to have to do if I think I'm going to die here. Not that good at this game. Like, I can't always one-shot these guys. Sometimes I do. I did pretty good in the Crown of the Sunken King DLC. I think I one-tried all of them. But so far today, that has not been the case. So the question is, do I want to keep my rapier? I think I do. I think I do for this guy. So I want to use that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. We're going to dismiss these guys. I definitely do not want them in here. They die way too fast. And it really hamstrings the damage that you can do, so. Okay, there's that, there's that, there's that. Now let's use some buffs. And give it our best shot. Obviously, I haven't fought this guy in a minute, so it's going to take me a second to get used to his moveset again, which is probably why I will die here, but it's okay. I'm not doing great damage, so that's not, you know, very comforting, but oh well. This is another one of the actual good fights in this game. All of his moves are easily dodgeable. There's one move that some bullshit can kind of happen, and when that bullshit happens, it fucks the whole fight. So you don't want to get hit by it. I'll point it out when I get there. Those of you who have fought him before probably already know what I'm talking about. Go ahead and use this. Oh, really? Yeah, I think the rapier is the way to go because I can get 2 quick attacks on him. Boom, boom, like that. This one, right there. You do not want to get hit by that. That one's hard. That move he does from far away like that, getting the timing right, that's what really takes me a few tries to get down. Here it comes. Yeah, I got it, but not that other time. Here it comes again. Alright. Oh, he got me there? How did that happen? How do you figure that, game? Ooh, I kind of stunned him a little bit. Go ahead and use one of these. Got a couple left. Damn, too soon. Damn, too soon. Fuck, man. What the fuck? Ah, dude. I just need to wait like another, just a hair of a second. Okay, that's fine. So now I can kind of go over what my run back strategy is here. So it's actually kind of even more than okay, because I might use this for like a short or something. Oh, and I had all my armor on. I should have taken that off. Duh. Okay, so first things first, let's take all this armor off, and let's get, oh, I don't need alluring skulls. But let's get human again. Alright, now we are going to summon these guys just for distraction. We will dismiss them before the boss fight. So first thing I'm going to do, I don't even really wait for them to spawn. I just kind of go and run all the way through this room. Oh, I guess I need to do my buffs so I can kill that salamander in 5 hits, which is what I was talking about earlier, by the way. Two-hand this, and I don't care about losing those souls. I would like to get them back. They're in Sir Alonne's boss fight room at the moment, but if I lose them, it's okay. Try not to get hit by any of these guys, and just haul boogity. This usually works, but sometimes it doesn't. And it all depends on this right here. If you don't kill this thing fast enough, this whole run back kind of is fucked, and it doesn't work. So here I wait for my 2 summons to show up, and I take out any of these guys that come down with them with some long range. Normally there's not 3. If you're lucky, there won't be any. Most of the time there's 1 or 2. 3 of them getting down here like that is a little rare, but you can get through that whole first area pretty easy just like that. Now here I go ahead and just take out the guys on the top floor here. So run to the doorway, bait him in here. I think I have successfully just ran through this room straight to the fog wall, but I think there's also been enough times where I died trying to do that I just said, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and take these guys out here to make sure that I get there. Alright, I'm going to do this again because I got plenty of it. They'll kind of go out there and start distracting. Dang it. Okay, doesn't matter if my summons die, I'm just trying to get through here. Okay, and then post up over here and get myself ready for hopefully what is the last time I'll have to do this for a while. Okay, go ahead and redo this. Try to remember to do that. Delay. Jeez. 3 of them in a row. Sometimes he waits a little longer, though. And you just don't know what he's gonna do. Doing alright so far, though. Uh-oh. Yeah. Gotta be careful of that one. There's a delay. Fuck, man. You just don't know. So it gets you thrown all off. I can get 2 in when he does that. See, I don't... It stinks, dude. Definitely don't want to hit him when he's doing whatever that is. I wish I could use my buffs again. I just don't. Damn fucking delay. I gotta figure that out. Ugh! I gotta figure out... There's gotta be some sort of a... something he does that tips me off to whether or not that long, you know, stabbing thing he does from across the room is going to be like that delayed or not. I don't know how to tell. Well, that was a short one, obviously. Okay, maybe it's the way he holds his sword. Okay, so he had it pointing there, but that was the third part of a different move. Uh-oh. Dang it. Come on. Damn, dude. Okay, I think I got it. No, maybe I don't. He pulls his sword back, I think, a little bit differently when he's doing the slower delayed one. That's obviously the fast one. We're not really worried about that. Alright. 2 tries, not bad. Sir Alonne is, I think, one of the best boss fights. It's up there with Knight of Artorias, Fume Knight. I'm trying to think of other, like, one-on-one fights like that that are really good. But, ooh, 357,000. Oh, because I got my souls back. Nice. Alright, so there's our last smelter wedge, by the way. You pick it up right here from this chair. So all we need to do now is go all the way back to the very beginning of this DLC, use that last smelter wedge, and then we're fucking done! Ooh, I went the complete wrong direction. It was literally right there. Just trying to find the bonfire. Time is it? Oh, okay, we're good. And all the way back to this one. I think you can just kind of run right in and go for this. Oh, nope, wrong. You do not want to do that. Wait for that to end. And then run in there and go for it. There might be an item somewhere over here I need to get. And a ring over there. Alright, now if you've done everything right, you should have 11 of these. Soul of Nidalia. And here is your 12th. And then those 12 will turn into like one big one. There. Soul of Nadalia, Bride of Ash. It's no longer a fragment. It's like the whole thing. So, there you go. That's what you want to do with those fragments there. Make sure you get 12 of them. Make sure you save 4 smelter wedges for Fume Knight so that you can use those and he doesn't keep getting healed by them, which is what happens, by the way. Is there something over here? No. I always think there's going to be, and there's not. Alright, so that's that. And right here, jump to this. Oops, oops. Okay, almost died there. Back on this, and there's a ring here that is pretty cool, I guess. I'm not sure I've ever used it, but it's helpful. If anything, it's just an item if you're a collector like me. I can jump back over. That's a tricky jump, though. I normally wouldn't do it like that, but it worked out, so. Okay, back to Majula. I think I did everything here. Yes. Yes, I did. Let's go ahead and grab a level. Vitality. Okay, put my gear back on. Let's get rid of that. Oh shoot, where is it? Kinda would be nice to have loadouts. Although I typically wouldn't need them often in this game, the option of having them would be nice, because I do tend to take my armor off and on quite a bit sometimes. But only for like certain really hard boss fights. Okay, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10. There's that, there's that. And okay, we're good. Alright, that's it. Made it through the old Iron King DLC, or just the Iron King DLC. I don't know, whatever it is. But made it through. Next time we'll be doing the Ivory King DLC, of course, which I think is my favorite DLC. If not just for the snowy castle, I think I said that last episode. I love that snowy castle look. I don't mind the frigid outskirts, and for those of you that like think that that's crazy, it's because I have a method, you know, sort of like the Blue Smelter Demon. I have a way where you can just use the luring skulls to run past everything and get straight to Luddenzallen. I actually dislike the Luddenzallen fight, the actual boss fight, more than I do the run back. Usually people say the run back is worse, but I have more trouble with the actual boss fight. So we'll see how that goes when I get there. The other 2 boss fights, Abba is very easy, no problem there. I think that's a pretty fun boss fight actually, because it's not too hard. And then the Iron King, the one that's like way down below underneath the castle, can be tricky, but usually I do pretty good with that one. And yeah, not much else to say. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching all this nonsense. I appreciate it. Leave some comments, you know, and let me know what you think. If there's any like suggestions, or you know, backseating is cool with me. I don't mind backseating. Backseating's fine, you know. Can't really spoil anything for me here because I've already played the game. But you know, if there's any comments or like critiques or anything, I'm an easygoing guy. I'm all open to that. So, you know, leave some comments. Let me know what you think. And yeah, that's it. So, see you guys next time for the old Iron King DLC, or the Iron King DLC. No, God, what am I talking about? The old Ivory King DLC. And then after that, I'll probably do like a video of me grinding for my 30 sunlight medals, but it'll be like a quick video. Because I'm not going to put like 3 hours of me grinding on one video, just doing the same thing over and over again. But yeah, see you next time for the Ivory King DLC.
See ya!